Hi there, and welcome to March 26th, 2020. So, on March 26th, I once again used the brilliant Facebook graphic design tools to create this beauty. 3.28 million unemployment claims already, disappointed face, absolute destruction. And here we were, firmly in the polar argument of lives versus dollars. And I would like to point out that that is probably the most unhelpful framing of a public policy decision in my lifetime. And this was not framed this way from people on my end of the spectrum, which was, to be clear, don't do this, you idiots. This was the framing of Team Lockdown. At this point, I would say maybe the majority of the people. Everybody was very scared. And really this idea of not one life, which Cuomo was saying at this point, this became a hashtag, not one life. And that is just nutballs to frame it like that. That is really, really crazy, unhelpful, rotten, hypocritical, naive, stupid. I mean, like, we can get out the thesaurus here, but so for those of you that don't know, I'm in the ad industry, and what that means is that I have a lot of clients in a lot of varied industries around the world. I work with restaurants. I work with, I've worked with pharmaceutical companies. I've literally probably touched and worked with almost every industry that you can think of. And from the very beginning, I could see how this was all converging to create a really, really horrible situation. And it was very obvious that most of the lay people and even most of the expert class, especially the people on TV, were completely ignoring the fact that we are all connected in this economy. And by keeping, most of the country home, with the exception of the essential workers, we were going to decimate our way of life. And it was very obvious to me and to a lot of other smart people. Here we were, I posted this, and of course, the responses were very predictable even at this time. How dare you put money and wealth and capitalism above people's lives? That is insane. There's a lot of preaching, there has been a lot of preaching about togetherness, right? Like, alone together, we're all in this together, everybody's got to lock down and sort of take this sacrifice together for the greater good. The way we're all actually connected intrinsically and very interestingly, and usually very positively, is the free market economy. You can call it capitalism and try and like poo-poo it if you want, but capitalism, aka free markets, are just the way humans interact when they trade. That's literally, if you know anything about history, if you know anything about basic economics, that's the way we work. And that is the best way. Is it perfect? No, right? But we are all connected that way. And then right here, it was becoming very obvious who tended to have this opinion, which is, the economy can wait. We need to lock down, and no dollar amount is worth a life. And again, nobody was making the counter argument to that. What you can't do is say only X and ignore everything, all the other letters of the alphabet, which is what Team Lockdown did. And even now, even here, just a week into it, we were seeing the catastrophic damage. This is 3.28 million unemployment. And again, this was starting to overwhelm the state's unemployment mechanisms. This was a complete disaster. It still is a complete disaster. The people that did this and the people that pushed this need to be remembered, and they need to be held accountable to some degree. The amount of people that weighed in and said, that's too bad, I guess, but it's all for the good. It's all for the greater good. You people should not be allowed near the controls, because you have no idea what you're doing.